Melodious can be so much more than an engine, but is the full deck actually worth playing? Let's find out. The new Melodious cards brought along with them a Melodious engine that many decks are going to try to play in order to bolster their already impressive endboards. We see it in decks such as Supreme King, Voiceless Voice, and I'm sure there's a number of others. Now, I was going to play those decks in order to see this Melodious engine in action, but when I was trying it with these other decks, I found myself struggling a little to really get behind what it meant to play the engine. So I thought, what better way to do it than to play the actual deck. So this video is going to be us playing the actual full Melodious deck. I was pleasantly surprised by the deck. It is actually very, very respectable. Its built-in interruptions, boss monsters, and engine pieces are very impressive. Its Link 2 is awesome. The Flowering Etoile is really good. Shaberta, a really old card, is actually probably better now than it was back when it was released. Banishing 3 cards from the graveyard as a quick effect is really fucking good. And it combines with the Flowering Etoile really well in terms of recycling this once while face-up effect. So I'm honestly very impressed with how a lot of the extra deck parts of the deck work, and it has some really impressive main deck parts as well. Refrain is about as great a normal summon starter as you could get. First Movement Solo and Ostinato are both cards that any deck wishes that they had. So there's a lot of really good things here, but the deck kind of just feels like it's missing its mid-range, right? So it has a ton of one-card plays, and its extra deck cards and resources are really good, but it feels like the deck is missing its mid-round. It's missing its 2-card combos, it's missing its sort of flexibility and versatility. There's a lot of boards and game states where you can sort of wiggle out of a tough situation and get some really impressive boards going, but at the same time, it feels like there's just enough hands you can draw where you just don't, because the actual number of Melodious cards that are worth playing is relatively small. We're even playing some that are a little gimmicky at best, right? So Score, for example, is not a card you probably want to play. And we're playing an absolute ton of hand traps. So it feels like there's just a little bit of engine missing, maybe just a couple of decent names, I think, that are missing. Just stuff that you can use with your fusion spells in general, rather than needing to play like only a certain small number of them, because the rest of the Melodious monsters are ass. They're not good. Maybe Serenade is playable, is the only other one I was tempted to play, but most of them are really bad. And I think all the deck needs is a couple more decent names. They don't even have to be really good cards, because the deck has enough really good cards, but it just needs a couple more decent names, and I think it will be consistent enough to be a really, really powerful contender. So that's my thoughts. What we got in this video is going to be some of the best duels from our live stream when we're playing this. So if you want to catch the full stream, of course, you can catch us live streaming over on Twitch, and the VODs are uploaded unedited to Converged Gaming+, so you can check that out whenever you want. We did play this deck for just over 2 hours. We had some good hands, some bad hands. We came out with a win rate of around 50%, so it was definitely decent. And there was a lot of situations where I didn't play correctly, right? So me misplaying and still getting a win rate of around 50%, I think is pretty impressive. So take that information as you will. Definitely a deck worth picking up if you already have the engine, because you don't really need that much more on top of what the engine would take. Realistically, Bloom Diva came up once a blue moon. Other than that, the only other card you need is a Etoile. I never actually used the second one, but I do like having a second one there. You do get Melodious locked in this deck a good bit through First Movement Solo and the Bloom Harmonist. So having the additional Melodious names and extra, I did find to be somewhat helpful and reassuring. It just increases your versatility while you're locked under Melodious. All in all, fantastic deck. I'm definitely going to keep on playing it. I'm going to revisit it again after getting a little bit more practice, and maybe, just maybe, we'll find some cool new tech that we can mix in with it. I will, however, be making videos and content on the Melodious engine and how it mixes with other decks now that I have a much better understanding of how Melodious itself works. So we're going to hop into some gameplay, show off some games, you know, the good plays, the bad plays, good hands, bad hands, funny moments, all of that. Of course, unedited version is on CG+, and if you want to catch us live, make sure you're following over on Twitch to catch us when we're live, and the Discord, of course, gets our notifications. So if you want to be alerted as to when we're going live, the Discord's the best place for it. That's pretty much everything from me. I will be doing at the end of this video a card for card deck profile as well, so watch the gameplay, have some fun, get the deck list at the end. Let's get into it. That was insane. That was like possibly the best hand that has ever existed. So first off, we're going to go for Ostinato to get ashed. I would imagine it's Refrain and Soprano. All right. Botcha. Okay, now Botcha's going to activate. Botcha's going to grab us Shapina. Yeah, grabs a Shapina. And then I think the Shapina activates and grabs us Refrain. Yeah. Refrain. And then we would normal summon the Refrain. Refrain then would grab us the Couplet, right? Yeah. And then Couplet would summon Soprano from grave. That's how I think this combo goes, right? Like I'm pretty sure I'm right there. Right, now we go Scale for Couplet. Activate Couplet. Grab Concierto. Now I believe we go Botcha, and Shapina into our Bloom Harmonist. Bloom Harmonist then activates Chain Link 1. We're going to discard, say, this, because we control monsters, so it's no longer of any use to us. And we're going to activate Barcha as well, which will summon back to Shapina. Barcha summons Shapina. Then Bloom will summon Aria and Elegy. Now we're going to go Melodious Concierto. Yeah, all of these... Shit, I probably shouldn't have done that yet. Okay, that was maybe not the smart idea. Maybe a mistake. I think I was supposed to use Shapina's effect to grab something back first. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. We've got so many extenders and our hand is really good. So I'm not worried about this at all. We pretty much honestly have the board. Like, there's not much else you really want to add to this, if I'm being honest. I'm going to go Soprano, just to summon the Maestra. Use our Bloom Harvest. Summon you here. Shiberta. Then we'll special out Elegy. And Elegy being on the field just makes our monsters bigger, but most importantly, it just gives us one additional Melodious name for our Flowering Etoile. That should do us. This is not bad. This is what this hand is: bounce 5, banish 3 from grave, and total immunity to targeting, effect, and battle destruction. So this is effectively us being able to bounce an entire field of face-up cards while being immune to virtually anything. Like, outside of what? Like fucking Droplet is the only thing that gets us here. Yeah, we're immune to everything but Droplet. So I think that's a fair trade. Okay, Typhon. You can't target us. Bro. Oh, wait, what? Oh, it doesn't target. That's right. I always forget about that. Fuck. I thought he was going to have to send himself. We don't read. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, I forgot he doesn't target. Oh, that would have been funny as fuck. Okay, set 3 pass. Set 4 pass, sorry. Alright. Alright, let's normal summon Refrain. Oh, true. Typhon will stop him from using his monster effects. I didn't even think about that. He has Solemn Judgment. Okay, Dynamorphia Domain. I kind of have to Ash it. I kind of do. Gonna add Soprano to hand, I guess. I'm just gonna go to attack mode and beat his ass, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, the Dynamorphia traps can only be used in the main phase. Burst Frenzy during your opponent's main phase, yeah. So if I threaten battle phase, it'll force him to use his cards. Yeah, okay. So that's fine, right? Surely I just win. Do I not just win? What? Oh. Yeah, whatever. I think that's okay. Judgment, okay. Right. That's annoying. Unless, I suppose, unless he goes for fucking lethal here. I think he's got it. Yeah, he does. Alright, GG's. Fuck. I really wasn't expecting Fairy Flames. I was expecting anything but Fairy Flames. So you know what? Fair enough. GG's. That's my bad. I don't know, maybe we should start reading cards. I don't know. Alright. Ostinato. Another 60 pad. That's crazy. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So we summon the Botcha. Botcha's gonna grab us Shapina. Normal summon Refrain is why I did this play. The way that I did it. I normal summon you. Yeah. Normal summon Refrain. Activate Refrain. You grab Couplet. Couplet then can summon the Soprano from my graveyard. Chain Link 1, Soprano comes out. You can miss the timing on Soprano's first effect, so it is kind of important when you time it. Soprano then grabs back the area for us to Pendulum summon later towards the end of our combo. Perfect. Now we can activate the Couplet. Using its effect, we're going to go for a Concierto. Beautiful. Activate the Concierto. We're going to fuse our Refrain and our Couplet into the Maestra. I believe it's Maestra first. I always forget. Alright. Go Shiberta. It'll activate our 2 Dorks. It is Nib. You know what? That's actually crazy. That Nib is awful. That is a terrible Nib. What is she doing? That sucks because I didn't get to use some of my effects, but I have so much recursion and I'm resetting my pendulum skills. This is probably fine, right? Am I wrong to not be worried about this? This seems okay to me. All right, beautiful. I guess I'm gonna bring back my Shapina again. And then we're going to grab Concierto. Concierto's going to shuffle itself back to draw us a card. As far as I can see, this is fine. What the fuck? I'm A-okay with this. Yeah, because I still have my skills, man. Bloom Harmonist, you require 2 Melodious? 2 Fairy Monsters. You're a rock. You're a fucking dork. You know that? So I'm gonna use Shapina to grab back Soprano. I haven't even used my fucking Link 2 yet, man. Crazy. We're going to summon Sonata. Then we're going to go Link 2, Shapina, and Sonata. Okay, then we're going to Pend for 2. That's true, yeah. Probably just thought that I was going to go Apollo, which, I mean, again, would have probably been a smart move, but... My dumbass wasn't gonna do that. That was not my plan at all. We've got Shiberta. We got Maxi. We got Called By. We got our Elegy and Area Protection. So I think we're fine. I think we're absolutely fine. Because if this is something's telling me this guy might be playing Snake Eyes. If I were to hazard a guess, he might be. Draw 2, okay. I don't really think I cared too much about that, honestly. That's insane. That's insane. Who plays Dark Ruler? Nobody plays Dark Ruler! Why am I getting sauced by these fucking 60 card lists? Why am I getting fucking sauced? What is going on here? What a piece of shit. Oh my god. That's insane. Like, my board doesn't even do much. Like, relax. I literally have some fucking battle and fucking protection. Like, I've got... That's it. No, but I can die because... Oh, I guess Dark Ruler. I mean, I wasn't able to die anyway. That was the point. Like, Area and Elegy were carrying me defensively. I wouldn't have been killable anyway, but it's fine. Ash was sufficient. Can he attack my Shiberta? This is ultimately a-okay because I get the... Can I not? No, alright, bye. I was gonna say, do I not get to, like, search for my Concierto again? No? Question mark. You wouldn't be able to tell it from this hand. But I promise you, we play a lot of hand traps. Alright, let's go Refrain, I guess. Activate Refrain. Having Couplet in hand allows this hand to play through Healer. I'm gonna let that go. That's why we let it go. That's why we let it go. Herald of Orange Light. Suck it, bitch. I'm gonna drop my Soprano. Okay, that's a little annoying, but I run 2 for a reason, so it's fine. That's whatever. We've got 2. We've got a second one on my deck, so that should not be a problem. All right, let's special out Sonata. He's down to 2 cards in hand. I guess if this guy's Tempai, technically he's gonna have his starter, which is gonna suck a little, but I don't think it's gonna be the end of the world. I think it'll be fine. Alright, let's go Concierto. We're going to special summon out our Barcha. Botcha, not Barcha. Barcha's a different fucking archetype entirely. If it's Tempai, then it's Tempai. I don't really mind. I think we'll be okay. This deck plays very well defensively in the Tempai. Again, into anything other than fucking, like, Droplet. As long as they don't have Droplet, and even if they do have Droplet, they're not going to have enough cards to make effective use of a Droplet. So I don't think we're in any significant danger. I think this is okay. Oh, that's fine, though, because I can go Shipina, right? And then I can use Refrain to send a card, right? So I can, like, send Soprano if I wanted to. Do I want to send Aria, maybe? No, I'll send Soprano. And then Shipina can grab me my Soprano back. Oh, you can grab back Herald? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's cool. Yo. That's actually kind of baller. I didn't know that. Let's go Shipina and Sonata into our Bloom Harmonist. Blue Harmonist. Dropping Soprano. I forgot I had to discard for this bitch, but that is okay. Alright. Okay. Did not consider this in its entirety, if I'm being totally honest. Guess we're going into a second fucking Bloom Harmonist, huh? That activates the Botcha. Botcha targets Shipina, and Concierto grabs us an extra card. Summon a Shipina. Shipina grabs us back our Soprano. Activate our Soprano, or sorry, Pendulum summon our Soprano, I should say. You'll activate, you'll grab me back one of these Dorks. I'll grab Sonata. Then we go Soprano. Using Uno, Dos, and Tres. Into Primera. Into our Flowering Etoile. Special summon it our Sonata. And Gucci. Okay. Beautiful. All right. So we're untargetable, indestructible by battle, indestructible by card effects, and we can spin up to 4 with a hand trap and follow up with our skills after playing our opponent down to 2 cards in hand. I would say that was pretty good. That wasn't even off of like fucking ostinato or anything like that. That wasn't off of like first movement solo. That was none of that shit. My brother in Christ. Just winning because they can't do anything. That's fantastic. Nice. Resumed out. Resumed out again. Nice. This camera is like way too many buttons for me. It's a really nice thing, but my god, are there buttons. It has buttons for days. Too many. Very confused. Send help. I'm gonna say no. I don't like it, so I'm going to blow it up. I'm going to take the fucking... I'm gonna take the US foreign policy approach. If we don't like the look of it, we're gonna blow it up. We're gonna say no. You can no longer exist. Oh, yeah, okay, and it worked. Fantastic. Love to see it. Ooh. God, ostinato and first movement in hand is like such a... Both really good cards, but you can't use both unless one gets negated. I'll take it. I'll take it. I could actually negate this, but I don't really want to. Yeah, this is fine. I would rather save this for something else. Alright, first movement solo. Special summon Refrain. We are now Melodious locked. That is worth bearing in mind. We are Melodious locked. So now what we're gonna do... We've got Couplet. We've already got a Couplet in hand. I don't need to go and do all that. Are we getting another Pokemon stream or non-Yu-Gi-Oh stream? Soon? Depending on the vibes. Maybe tonight. I don't know. We'll see. But I will be doing stuff like... I'm going to try doing stuff like that. I've been very hesitant about doing that because, again, as I sort of explained in the Discord, I haven't had a lot of content even on my main channel. So, and I was looking at other games, like a second channel thing for Converged Gaming Plus. Check it out if you haven't, by the way. But no, like I said in the Discord, I'm just going to make it part of the main channel. We're going to diversify things up a little bit. Have some fun. Gonna go Couplet. Why are you still here? He's 2 cards in hand? There's no way these 2 cards in hand are anything. There's no way these cards are anything. Right? Like, I'm not stupid, am I? I don't think I'm stupid. I might be stupid, though. Who knows? I might be. Bitch, I might be. Gonna go Couplet and Refrain. Love it. Into the big dog. Botcha, Chain Link 1. Got a couple of Chain Link 2. And the Refrain Chain Link 3. Maybe? I don't know why he thinks he's getting a top deck, though. Like, that's the part that confuses me. Like, I don't know. I don't know why he thinks he's getting an top deck. No, there's nothing. He's got Ash Blossom engraved. That's it. There's nothing here. He has like 2 mystery cards in hand. Unless it's exactly Nibiru, then I don't know. Like, maybe it is Nibiru, right? It could be. There's nothing in the law that say that it can't be. It's not illegal. Yet. I'm gonna go Soprano here. I'm gonna fuse. This is premature. This is not the correct ordering for this, and I know that. But counterpoint, fight me. Let me see. 300 attack for each material used. Can make a second attack during the battle phase. You're nice at generating lethal. Let's go for you. Bloom Prima. That'll trigger Botcha, as well as Soprano. And those Boccia to target the Soprano, and then Concerto will shuffle itself back in our deck to draw one. Nice draw. Nice draw. Maxi, good draw. What have I got engraved to add back? This will add back Boccia. Fuck it, I guess. Why not? Sure ting, bud. Sure ting. Beautiful. These two. I probably could have actually not done that and utilized that effect later in the turn, but it is what it is. Bloom Harmonist. We're going to discard Maxi. Let's summon Area and Elegy. Alright, summon Couplet. 1200 attack points is not exactly a ton. Ah, damn it, I fucked up. You know what, that's fine. I'll give him a Dolce another turn. I feel like I need something to do with these, Again, this is like a going first type board. I just didn't do it right. I just don't think I survive. Yeah, that's it. He got me. He got my ass. GG's. I fucked up. He won that because I messed up. This is crazy. Why does this keep... Ah! Fuck. Not good. Not good. Please activate Maxi. Please. Activate something. Please. Please don't read. That's fucking crazy. Oh, buddy, old pal, old friend. I can't believe they fell for that. Hey, yo. That's crazy. Sometimes you just gotta take your shot in the dark. Oh, fuck. Let's see if it... Oh. No way! We just trios an auto. I ain't drawing. That's so good. I'm looking at your hand. I can't have him, like, have Ash Blossom in his hand. Nib. Nope. That's insane. Yeah, I don't need to draw any more cards. I drew my starter. Yeah, I drew my starter. I don't need anything else. I don't know the line off the top of my head. I should learn it. I really should, but it resolves so rarely that I just haven't done it. Special summon from deck. We summon Shapina. This is a non-light monster. Shapina's effect reads, let's read it together, class. You cannot activate non-light monster effects during the turn in which you activate this effect. Alrighty. Well, ignoring that, let's continue to play. This time we're going to go Bloom Harmonist instead. That definitely stings, but we are going to be able to come back from it. I'm going to special summon Soprano from deck and summon Elegy from deck. Why not? Soprano's going to miss timing here, but it's fine. Refrain will activate to search our deck for a card. We're going to grab Couplet. Couplet will activate to play a monster from our graveyard. We're going to play Cannon. Cannon's back. It's scary. Ooh, I'm going to activate it again. Change its fucking battle position, you fucking idiot. Oh, fuck, that's funny. Alright, now we're going to go Couplet the Melodious. Activating Couplet, going to grab ourselves Concerto. What a dumbass. That's all Cannon's effect does. All it does is change a battle position. It just activated to change its own battle position. We go Shiberta. Yes. So we fuse these two into Shiberta. I said the Lord's Math. I need a Maestra that I can give up. I don't really want to give up Shiberta. But I will if I have to. I will if I have to. I would much rather have the Étoile. I would much rather have Étoile. Alright. Flowering Étoile. Activates Concerto to draw. Concerto, sorry, not Concerto. Just Concerto. That'll do it for now. I did fuck up on the Shipina. I will be playing the Supreme King version. I absolutely will. In fact, I'll probably be bothering you about that later. I just wanted to play the pure version first, so I could get to grips with how the deck works and feels and how it should feel and should work. You know? I like starting from the ground up. Okay. Benkai. Summon the Wakushi. Then, okay. I guess I could have bounced right there to stop the search. I think I will. I think I will actually do this. I think it's as good an opportunity as I'm going to get, I think. I'm going to bounce these two off the field. That still gives me my Elegy, which is still immune to effect destruction, so it's still somewhat of a defensive presence. Not perfect, but it's something. And that stops his search, and it also means that he can't really do his whole effect shenanigans again. So ideally, that stops him in his tracks. He can still technically Pendulum Summon, so if he has like a bunch of cards in hand that are really good, then maybe, right? But for some reason, I just doubt that the cards he has in his hand are that good. So Wagon needs to switch. Yeah, he fucked up on the Wagon. Yeah, Wagon needs to use its second effect to actively switch its battle position from defense to attack in order to search the deck for a card. But on summon, it has an effect that allows you to change its battle position. The idea is that you normal summon it, its first effect changes at the defense, and its second effect changes it from defense to attack. But if you special summon it in defense and then use its on summon effect, it just becomes attack position. And then it can't do anything, and then it's just fucking useless. So he fucked up on that one. Alright. Let's go Ostinato. Botcha. Sending Refrain and Couplet. Okay, now we're gonna go for our Botcha. Botcha can summon from deck. What are we gonna summon from deck? We can summon Soprano. I guess Soprano and Shipina kind of do the same thing in this circumstance, right? I think I'm gonna summon Soprano here, actually. Yeah, let's try this. I've been summoning Shipina, but I don't think... Maybe that's not right. Maybe I need to summon Soprano. So we go Couplet. Couplet activates. We bring back the Refrain. We activate Refrain. Let's do Area, just so we can Pendulum Summon it later. Alright, now we're gonna go Couplet. Activating Couplet's effect. Alright, beautiful. Now we're gonna go for Concerto. We're going to fuse into the Étoile. We're going to fuse the Botcha, the Refrain, and the Couplet. Got the Étoile. That'll trigger these two. Botcha. Oh, nothing engraved for Botcha to summon. Oh, I made a mistake. That's fine. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. It's okay. It's probably okay. It might not be okay. I might be lying. That might be cap. Might be cap. Activating refrain. Let's target you. Let's pitch ourselves LG. Yeah, I got a normal summon score. I definitely messed up with the Barcha play, but I think I've got the extenders to fix it. The Botcha play. What's Barcha? What's Barcha from? Barcha's from a different deck. Like what's the monster Barcha from? Like what deck is that? What am I thinking of? Barcha fucking losers, man. I don't fucking know. I can't remember for the life of me. Special summon Shipina. And I guess Soprano. Activate the Shipina. Let's add LG back to hand. Barcha is definitely a fucking card in another deck. For sure. I just can't remember what deck it is. Okay, then you two... Yeah, and then these two... confuse into... Well, a few of these guys, actually. We could do... Bloom Diva's not all that useful right now. We'll do Shiberta. Yeah. Don't really need you around anymore. Let's do Shiberta. Alright, and then we just Pendulum Summon our two defensive cards, and we're golden. Perfect. So we have our Bounce 5, we have our Banish 3, and we have our Field Web Protection. We are golden. You fucking what, mate? What is your malfunction? Fantastic. Really glad we had this talk, buddy. Cool story. Really glad we talked about this. Uh-huh. Yeah, you can pick that fader up, by the way. If you do, if he does have some fucking limited fucking strategy, it's gonna depend upon him having a fucking Amazonas on his field. It's gotta. I can't see a world where that's not what he was banking on, right? Surely. All right, gonna grab this back. All right, Battle Fizz. Fuck it. Is that really it? Yeah, without an Amazon, if he does have some sort of like, huh? What? Yeah, I'll show you a card. You watched me add a monster to my hand. I grabbed one back from Grief. You know. What? I'm bewildered. Somebody fucking release this man back into the wild. Somebody release this man back into the wild. That was not okay. And here is the deck list that we played throughout that live stream. Now, there were a couple of small changes here and there. We were playing the other Herald cards, for example, but all in all, the overall shape of the deck doesn't really change very much, and that's purely because the number of Melodious cards that are actually worth playing is pretty much what you're seeing in front of you. So we're going to go through the cards here. So we've got, of course, our Herald of Orange Light, which we're playing as a one-of. I really like this card. I don't really like the other two Heralds too much. They didn't come up nearly as much as this guy did. But having one more counter to Maxi, I think, is pretty important. We're going to remove the hand traps so that you can get a good look at what I mean by not much engine. So we got the triple Maxi. We got double Ghost Ogre, triple Ash Blossom. We've got double triple tactics talent, double triple tactics thrust, double Culp at the Grave, 1 crossout, triple imperm, and I'm going to count Score the Melodious Diva as a hand trap because her only purpose is being an hand trap. So we have basically 21 core cards, and Herald again is just a really good hand trap, but a hand trap nonetheless. This is the deck, right? This is pretty much what you have to play. Sonata, again, you can play Sonata at 1, and we did play Sonata at 1 for a while, but again, we kind of need names as much as we can, so I did put her back up to 2. This is the vibe. This is what we ended up settling on. So 2 Sonata, the Melodious Diva, who basically special summons from hand for free if you control a Melodious. Same with Cannon, 1 copy of Cannon. If you control a Melodious, special summon this card from hand, but this one is a hard once per turn, whereas this one is not once per turn, so you can continuously summon this card if you manage to loop it or open multiple copies. So 2 Sonata, 1 Cannon. Area and Elegy are our defensive cards. Area protects you from targeting and battle destruction. Elegy protects you from effect destruction. So they are your defensive staples. You have double Soprano, which on special summon will grab a Melodious monster back from the graveyard. That is a when effect, so it is susceptible to timing, do be aware. And it also fuses using monsters on field. So this is your most consistent access to fusion summoning, is Soprano. We then have Shapina, the Melodious Maestra, which is just a summon target off of our botcha. Recycles cards back from grave. Salt once per turn, so you can use her effect multiple times per turn. What is worth bearing in mind is that if you have had to, at any stage in the turn prior, use a hand trap or a non-light monster, you cannot activate her effect, which means if you Ash Blossom, if you Ghost Spell, if you do anything like that, no Shapina for that turn. Worth bearing in mind. It definitely tripped us up a few times. Refrain and Couplet are our 2 new monsters. Refrain on summon will add a Melodious monster from deck to hand, and if it's used as fusion material and sent to the Pendulums, face up in the extra deck, you can set it back to your Pendulum Zone. While in the Pendulum Zone, you can target a fusion monster you control, send a Melodious card from deck to grave, and boost that monster. This is one of the more consistent ways of you getting access to Area and Elegy, because you'll usually pitch one of these guys to the grave, and then you'll use something like Shapina or Soprano to add it back to hand, which you can then later Pendulum summon. So, really, really good card, Refrain. And Couplet is basically designed to work directly beside it, because Couplet, when added from deck to hand, except by drawing it, will special summon a level 4 Melodious from hand to grave. Not itself, not like Poplar, but it's similar to Poplar in that it summons a different monster. So usually you're going to go Refrain, add Couplet, Couplet summon something, combo from there, right? It is the same fusion effect as Refrain. If it's used as fusion material and sent to the extra deck, you can place it back in your Pendulum scale. And while it's in the Pendulum Zone, you can search your deck for a Melodious spell or trap. So that's going to be your Concerto. First move in solo, special summon a Melodious from deck. Pretty awesome. Does Melodious lock you, but it is a excellent starter. Ostinato, everyone knows what Ostinato does. If you control no monsters, conduct a fusion summon using monsters in your deck. This is the most common card that kind of gets the Melodious engine started in other decks. So this card is busted. These are your main starters. Refrain as well. Just normal summon Refrain is also really good. These are the cards you're looking for in hand when it comes to having a good turn. And Concerto is a searchable fusion spell that, while in grave, if a fusion monster is sent to the graveyard, you'll shuffle this back to draw one. So it's a recyclable, researchable fusion spell that can use Pendulum Zones as fusion materials. Worth bearing in mind. And that's literally the whole main deck. That's it. And the rest of it is just hand traps. So ideally Herald, and then everything from there. Totally personal preference. I went for pretty heavy anti-max C. I also included Thrust, which would help me search for things like Ostinato or First Movement Solo in circumstances where I didn't open them up or I don't have a good starter. And Tactics as well is a really good set off of Thrust, and just a really good card in general. Other than that, it's just hand traps. Go nuts. Extra deck, we got 2 copies of Shiberta. Second Shiberta came up once. I would definitely play her too. Bloom Diva didn't come up during the stream, but in playing it before the stream, I did use Bloom Diva once or twice. I think it's an okay card, but it's not worth the UR craft if you're not willing to commit to it. So you can definitely cut this card if you want to cheap out on the extra a little bit. You would not miss it. Bloom Prima is a card that nobody is really playing. And it's not difficult to see why. This card isn't really all that good. Having a second attack is pretty decent, and the only reason I'm playing it is because I wanted to play as pure Melodious as I could, and because we were ending up Melodious locked through First Movement Solo or Bloom Harmonist, having the additional name that helps with OTKs was sometimes useful. Other than that, it's not a fantastic card. Double Botcha. Botcha's fantastic. When Fusion summon a Melodious from deck. When sent to graveyard, summon a Melodious from graveyard. Everything about Botcha is awesome. Hard to complain about this card at all. And Duel, of course, is the boss monster. This will allow you to banish Melodious monsters from your field, and then bounce face-up cards your opponent controls equal to the number of Melodious cards that you banished. And you get your cards back at the end phase, and their cards are bounced back to hand. Really good card. Into the generic shit, I didn't summon any of the generic shit once. Sorry, let's talk about Bloom Harmonist. Bloom Harmonist is one of the Link 2s, and this is kind of the only card that makes 2-card combos even remotely possible. Bloom Harmonist, when Link summoned, will discard a card to special summon 2 Melodious monsters with different levels from the deck to the zones that it points to. So zone management is a little important when it comes to this, but it's not exactly a brain-breaking amount of zone management. This card's really fucking good. And then the rest of the generic shit is, as the name would suggest, generic. I didn't use any of it during the live stream. There are moments where you can use it, of course, but what you play is entirely up to you. I've got Baguska, IP, SP, Apollosa, and Protector of the Agents, Moon, which it seemed like a cool idea in Fury, sort of tribute to Fairy, pop a card. Neat way of getting rid of floodgates, doesn't have the restrictions that Cerberus or Nightmare Cerberus have in terms of what they can target. So I liked the idea of Moon, but it never came up. So it is what it is. And that's the whole deck. That's literally the whole deck. You saw the deck in action. I had a blast with it. I really did enjoy it. It's not top tier. It's not phenomenal. But it's definitely good enough to be played. It's definitely a respectable contender. And like I said, it's like 2 decent names away from being a good deck. It don't have to be as good as Refrain, don't have to be as good as Couplet, don't have to be as good as Ostinato. This deck has enough broken cards to be really good. It's just missing a couple of the mid-range cards that would really allow you to play in circumstances where you don't have these cards or you get hit with certain interruptions at certain times. It really would help a lot if the deck if it had just a couple of extra names. All right, I'm going to keep harping on about that. They just need like 2 more names. That's it. But anyways, that's the deck, that's the video, that's the games. If you want to catch us live, make sure you are watching over on Twitch, following us there, and in the Discord to catch notifications. Subscribe and like on this video if you want to catch more content just like this, as well as other non-Yu-Gi-Oh content that's going to be coming up in the future. We're moving away from this being a Yu-Gi-Oh based channel because, let's be honest, Master Duel has seen better days. And a lot of people are dropping off. It's not super enjoyable for a lot of people anymore, and I totally get that. I want to mess around with all different games and have some fun. So we're likely going to be bringing some non-Master Duel content to the main channel. All of our Twitch VODs, no matter what game we're playing, are always uploaded over a Converged Gaming Plus, which is linked in the description. So all of our streams are uploaded there. That's everything from me. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.